Hello and welcome back to Timeless Wisdom. Today we're exploring a common question. Is travelling after 70 still a good idea? Travelling to new places and experiencing different cultures is undoubtedly exciting, but it comes with risks that many seniors might not consider until they face them directly. As we age, our bodies and minds undergo changes that can transform travel from a joy to a burden, making it exhausting, unpredictable, and potentially dangerous. While it's tempting to think we can maintain the pace of our younger years, the reality is that after 70, travel introduces unique challenges that could turn what should be a dream vacation into a stressful or even perilous situation. In this video, we will uncover 5 crucial reasons why travelling post-70 can be risky. We'll discuss everything from sudden health emergencies to overlooked financial traps that could seriously impact your savings. Understanding these challenges is essential for any senior considering travel. By the end of this video, you'll know why extra caution is necessary at this stage in life and what measures you can take to stay safe if you decide to embark on a journey. Make sure to stick around until the end, as the last point we discuss is often the most overlooked, yet it frequently causes significant financial and emotional strain. Let's dive in. Number 1. Increased health risks and medical emergencies. A primary concern for seniors travelling after 70 is the heightened risk of sudden health complications. As our bodies age, they become less predictable, with conditions such as heart disease, high blood pressure, and respiratory issues potentially escalating into emergencies unexpectedly. At home, medical assistance is readily accessible, but while travelling, especially in unfamiliar or foreign locales, securing appropriate care quickly becomes complex. Issues that are manageable at home can escalate into serious, even life-threatening situations abroad, away from your regular healthcare provider. The threat of a medical crisis is a tangible reality for many seniors. Extended periods of travel can raise the risk of conditions like deep vein thrombosis, commonly known as blood clots. High altitudes may exacerbate heart and lung conditions, particularly in those with pre-existing health issues, and challenges like dehydration or heat exhaustion are magnified in unfamiliar environments. Additionally, seniors are more susceptible to infections, meaning exposure to new bacteria and viruses in different regions can trigger unexpected health problems. Take the case of James, a 74-year-old avid traveller who embarked on a 2-week cruise with his wife. They anticipated a leisurely and rejuvenating journey, exploring new places with minimal physical demands. However, on the 4th day, James began suffering from severe chest pains. The medical staff on board provided initial care, but a more sophisticated medical facility was urgently needed. Stranded mid-ocean, James faced critical delays waiting for an emergency evacuation to the nearest port. He survived, thankfully, but the ordeal was harrowing. An idyllic vacation turned into a nightmare that upon reflection he realized could have been prevented had he considered these risks more seriously. Medical insurance is another major issue. Many seniors assume that their regular health coverage will apply wherever they go, only to find out too late that they aren't covered for medical treatment in another country. Without the right travel insurance, hospital visits, emergency surgeries, and even basic medications can result in massive out-of-pocket costs. Some seniors end up paying thousands of dollars just to get the care they need while abroad. So, what can be done? If you're over 70 and considering travel, be sure to check with your doctor first. Get a full health assessment, discuss any potential risks, and make sure you have all necessary medications with you. Always research the healthcare system in your destination, and if travelling abroad, ensure you have comprehensive travel insurance that covers emergency evacuations and hospital stays. Because when it comes to health, being prepared can make all the difference between a smooth trip and a disaster. Staying healthy is one of the most important aspects of enjoying life after 70. But while medical risks are a major concern, they aren't the only reason travel can be dangerous. Number 2. Increased exposure to infections and contaminants. One of the most overlooked dangers of travelling after 70 is the increased exposure to germs, viruses, and foodborne illnesses. Crowded airports, packed airplanes, public transportation, and unfamiliar restaurants all create an environment where bacteria and viruses thrive. For younger travellers, a minor cold or stomach bug might be a temporary inconvenience. But for seniors, these infections can lead to severe complications, hospitalisations, or even long-term health setbacks. A single trip can expose an older adult to more illnesses than they would typically encounter in months at home, and in some cases, the immune system just isn't strong enough to fight them off. As we age, our immune system naturally weakens, making it harder to recover from infections. Respiratory illnesses, in particular, pose a significant risk to older adults. Studies have shown that seniors are more likely to develop complications from flu, pneumonia, and even common colds, especially when exposed to new strains in different parts of the world. Airplanes, in particular, are a breeding ground for germs. Passengers are often packed closely together, breathing in recycled air for hours at a time. And since people from all over the world pass through airports daily, it's easy to encounter viruses that your body has never been exposed to before. Then there's the issue of food and water safety. Many travellers are excited to try new foods in different countries, but for seniors, unfamiliar ingredients, spices, and cooking methods can lead to digestive distress. Foodborne illnesses like norovirus, E. coli, and salmonella can hit older adults much harder, leading to prolonged illness, dehydration, and a severely weakened immune system. And while locals may have built immunity to certain bacteria in their water supply, travellers often don't have the same protection. Something as simple as drinking tap water or eating a salad washed in local water can lead to serious stomach infections. Public restrooms, hotel rooms, and rental cars are other places where germs linger. Many people assume that because a place looks clean, it's safe, but surfaces like doorknobs, seatbelts, and tray tables are rarely disinfected as thoroughly as they should be. Seniors who rely on mobility aids like canes or walkers are at even greater risk, since they frequently touch public surfaces for balance. So how can seniors protect themselves if travel is unavoidable? Taking extra precautions is essential. Wearing a mask in crowded areas, washing hands frequently, and carrying hand sanitizer can help reduce the risk of picking up harmful germs. Only drinking bottled or filtered water, avoiding raw foods in unfamiliar places, and sticking to well-cooked meals can help prevent foodborne illnesses. And for those travelling internationally, getting recommended vaccines and carrying essential medications for stomach issues or respiratory infections is a must. Staying healthy while travelling is possible, but it requires vigilance, preparation, and a strong immune system. However, health risks aren't the only concern. There's one more reason why travelling after 70 can be more of a burden than a joy, and it's something that can impact not just your health, but also your finances and peace of mind. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 3. Travel fatigue and recovery challenges. Travelling may seem exciting, but for seniors over 70, the physical toll can be far greater than expected. Long flights, early check-ins, unpredictable schedules, and hours of walking can lead to exhaustion that is difficult to recover from. Unlike in younger years, where a good night's sleep could recharge the body, older adults often find that fatigue lingers for days or even weeks after a trip. And when the body is tired, everything else suffers, immune function weakens, coordination worsens, and the risk of illness or injury skyrockets. One of the biggest issues seniors face while travelling is disrupted sleep. Sleeping in an unfamiliar bed, dealing with noisy hotels, or adjusting to different time zones can make it nearly impossible to get proper rest. Sleep deprivation isn't just about feeling tired, it affects mental sharpness, weakens the immune system, and even increases the risk of heart problems. Studies have shown that seniors who travel across multiple time zones often take longer to adjust, meaning jet lag can last much longer than expected. This lingering exhaustion can turn an otherwise enjoyable trip into a miserable experience, leaving travellers drained instead of rejuvenated. Then there's the issue of physical strain. Sitting for long periods on a plane, bus, or train can lead to stiff muscles, swollen joints, and an increased risk of blood clots. For seniors with arthritis or circulation issues, extended travel times can cause discomfort that lasts long after the trip is over. And even once you arrive at your destination, the physical demands of sightseeing, carrying luggage, and keeping up with scheduled activities can quickly become overwhelming. What starts as an exciting vacation can quickly turn into a struggle just to keep up. Consider the case of Richard, a 75-year-old man who had always loved travelling. After retirement, he and his wife planned a 2-week vacation overseas, assuming it would be just as enjoyable as their trips in earlier years. But after a 10-hour flight, navigating a crowded airport and adjusting to a 6-hour time difference, Richard felt exhausted before the trip had even begun. By the second day, he had trouble walking long distances, struggled to stay alert during tours, and found himself needing frequent breaks. By the time he adjusted, it was almost time to head back home, and he spent the following weeks recovering from the trip instead of enjoying his memories. Another challenge seniors face is maintaining their usual diet and hydration levels. Many destinations have unfamiliar foods that can cause digestive issues, and staying hydrated while on the move is often overlooked. Dehydration alone can lead to fatigue, dizziness, and confusion, making even simple activities feel like a struggle. Combined with poor sleep and physical strain, it's easy to see why many seniors feel worse after a trip rather than refreshed. So, what's the solution? If travel is unavoidable, seniors should plan plenty of rest days, stay hydrated, and avoid overloading their schedule with back-to-back activities. Taking shorter flights with layovers to move around, packing nutritious snacks, and making time for naps can also help reduce exhaustion. But most importantly, recognizing personal limits and adjusting travel plans accordingly is crucial, because a vacation should be enjoyable, not something that takes weeks to recover from. The physical toll of travel is a serious concern for seniors, but it's not the only hidden danger. Number 4. Higher risk of falls and injuries. One of the biggest dangers of travelling after 70 is the increased risk of falls and injuries. As we age, our balance, reflexes, and bone density naturally decline, making us more vulnerable to accidents. And while a minor stumble in your own home might not seem like a big deal, a fall while travelling, especially in an unfamiliar place, can lead to broken bones, serious hospital stays, or even permanent mobility issues. The reality is, a single fall can change the course of a senior's life, turning what was meant to be a relaxing trip into a painful and costly ordeal. Many seniors don't realise just how different travel environments can be from what they're used to. Hotels, cruise ships, and historic sites often have uneven floors, poorly lit staircases, or slippery surfaces that make falling more likely. Some destinations have little to no accessibility accommodations, meaning simple activities like stepping onto a bus or walking on cobblestone streets can become unexpected hazards. And in many places, emergency medical services aren't as fast or advanced as they are back home, meaning even a minor injury can take longer to treat, increasing the risk of complications. Take the case of Linda, a 78-year-old woman who had always dreamed of visiting Europe. She was in great shape for her age and walked regularly in her neighbourhood without any problems. But when she arrived in Italy and started navigating the steep, uneven streets, she quickly realised it wasn't as easy as she thought. One evening, as she stepped off a curb in a dimly lit alley, she lost her footing and fell hard, breaking her hip. She was rushed to a local hospital, where doctors told her she needed surgery. Not only did she have to cut her trip short, but she also spent months in recovery after returning home. What was supposed to be the trip of a lifetime turned into an experience she wished she had never taken. Another major factor is fatigue. Travelling often involves long days, irregular meal schedules, and disrupted sleep patterns, all of which can affect balance and coordination. When the body is tired, reaction times slow down, making a misstep or stumble more likely. And for seniors with arthritis or joint pain, long walks through airports, train stations or tourist sites can cause swelling and discomfort, increasing the risk of a sudden loss of stability. So how can seniors reduce the risk if travel is necessary? Choosing destinations with good accessibility, avoiding high-risk areas with uneven terrain, and always using proper footwear can help. Walking sticks, supportive shoes, and staying well rested can also make a big difference. And above all, recognizing personal limitations is key, because no trip is worth sacrificing your long-term mobility and independence. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 5, travel insurance and financial risk. One of the most unexpected dangers of traveling after 70 isn't just about health. It's about the financial risks that come with it. Many seniors assume that if they run into a problem while traveling, they can simply rely on their insurance or personal savings. But the reality is that travel-related medical emergencies, trip cancellations, and even financial scams can drain a person's bank account faster than they realize. For many seniors, a single unexpected event can turn a well-planned trip into a financial nightmare, leaving them with overwhelming expenses and stress. One of the biggest financial risks is medical care abroad. Many seniors don't realize that their regular health insurance often doesn't cover treatment in foreign countries. This means that if you fall ill or get injured while traveling, you could be responsible for thousands of dollars in medical bills. Even in countries where healthcare is more affordable, emergency medical evacuations, such as being airlifted to a proper hospital, can cost tens of thousands of dollars. Without the right travel insurance, seniors could find themselves in a situation where they either pay an enormous bill out of pocket or go without the care they need. Then there's the issue of trip cancellations. Many seniors book trips months in advance, assuming they'll be in good health when the time comes. But life is unpredictable, and health conditions can arise suddenly, requiring a trip to be postponed or cancelled altogether. Unfortunately, many airlines, hotels, and cruise lines have strict policies that don't allow refunds for last-minute cancellations, meaning seniors can lose thousands of dollars if they have to change their plans. Without proper trip insurance, recovering that money can be nearly impossible. Beyond medical costs and cancellations, there's another serious financial risk: scams and fraud. Seniors are often targeted by scammers who prey on travellers using tactics like fake taxi services, overcharging for simple goods, or even elaborate schemes designed to steal credit card information. Many scammers specifically look for older adults who seem unfamiliar with their surroundings, knowing that they are less likely to notice a scam happening in real time. And in some cases, criminals take advantage of seniors by offering fraudulent vacation deals that turn out to be nothing but an expensive trap. Consider the case of George, a 76-year-old man who had always been careful with his money. He booked a dream vacation to a tropical island, making sure to save up for every part of the trip. But when he arrived, he realized the hotel he booked didn't exist. He had fallen for an online scam, and by the time he figured it out, his money was gone. With nowhere to stay, he had to scramble to find another hotel, paying double what he had budgeted just to have a place to sleep. What should have been a relaxing trip became a stressful financial mess that followed him home. So, how can seniors protect themselves? First, always check if your health insurance covers international travel, and if it doesn't, invest in a solid travel insurance plan that includes medical emergencies and trip cancellations. Second, when booking a trip, use only reputable companies and avoid deals that seem too good to be true. And third, be extra cautious with your money while traveling. Avoid carrying large amounts of cash. Be mindful of who has access to your credit card information, and never trust strangers with personal financial details. While travel can be exciting, these financial risks make it clear that after 70, extra caution is required. The unexpected costs, the possibility of losing money due to scams, and the sheer unpredictability of health emergencies make travel a gamble that not every senior is prepared to take. But does this mean you should never travel again? Not at all. Let's reflect on the key points we've discussed. We've outlined 5 significant risks associated with traveling after 70. Risks often overlooked until they directly impact seniors. These include sudden health emergencies, physical injuries, exhaustion, infections, and financial setbacks. Each of these can transform what should be a restful vacation into an overwhelming, even perilous ordeal. While the idea of traveling during retirement is appealing, the reality is that it demands greater planning, caution, and awareness as we age. This doesn't imply that seniors should avoid traveling altogether. Rather, it means adapting travel plans to accommodate changing needs. Instead of enduring exhausting long-haul flights, participating in stressful tours, or visiting risky destinations, opting for closer, safer alternatives that reduce physical strain makes a sensible choice. Engaging with local attractions, embracing shorter journeys, or selecting destinations with convenient access to healthcare can significantly enhance safety and enjoyment. Travel should enrich life, not complicate it with enduring issues.
If you or someone you care about is considering traveling after 70, take time to assess the potential challenges carefully. Is your health robust enough for travel? Do you have adequate travel insurance to cover financial risks? Is your intended destination safe and suitable for your needs? These critical questions might not be thrilling to ponder, but addressing them truthfully can avert undue stress and difficulty. Ultimately, the goal of longevity is not merely to extend life, but to ensure those additional years are filled with quality, independence, and peace of mind. If avoiding unnecessary travel helps maintain health and safety, then reconsidering the risks before booking that next trip is a prudent step. Thank you for tuning in to Timeless Wisdom today. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Please leave a comment below to share one thing you learned from this video and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your feedback is incredibly valuable to us, and reading your comments is both motivating and encouraging. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and share it with others. Your support enables us to keep producing quality content that informs and inspires. Thank you for watching Timeless Wisdom, and we look forward to welcoming you back in our next video.